Joe Pedal, and I was with Quail Creek Bank and helped Phase 2 in a lot of their banking needs.
What technology has affected your work or day-to-day activities?
Probably a lot of the mobile apps that we currently use, formerly being in banking, things like mobile deposit and mobile banking in general really helps us out. Oh man, what will it have? Impact will it have? It's gonna have a lot of impacts. Probably most prominently in just teleconferencing and doing the things that we need to do, not needing to meet face to face, different things like that. Save a lot of time and energy, so there's a lot of advances that are coming.
My name's Jeremy Waller, and I'm a software engineer with Phase 2. Yeah, I think the biggest thing is how big mobile's become. I mean, it's everywhere. It's from your personal life to your work life. It doesn't matter where you are. You can always be connected, and give them what it is you need. Whether it's hardware or services, is going to become more and more personalized. That 10 years from now, I can easily see something that's unique to you, that they've collected enough information over the years, or you've given it enough information that the thing that you're working with is completely different from something that the guy standing next to you is working with.
My name is Jason Nelson, and I'm a developer at Phase 2. What kind of technology has affected my work or day-to-day activities? I guess everything on the web. It's kind of been different than what I've done in the past, and coming to Phase 2, I got to learn a whole bunch of new, awesome, cool things, and I guess stay current with technology. Oh, I'm sure it'll change every year, probably. 10 years is way out. I don't know.
You don't know yet?
I don't know.
I'm connected to Phase 2 because I'm working for you guys.
All right.
Honestly, I use technology for anything. Really, technology is everywhere. I use it to work with. Also use my phone all the time. We have computers. Hell, technology is a toilet, you know? So it affects me every day. I couldn't live without technology. I think robots are going to take over. Okay, no, I'm being serious. I think that technology will evolve way further than what we think it's going to be. Just because how much is going on so far. Like, I never thought I would see a drone flying to my house and bring me a package, but that happens now.
Wow,
so I can't really say I know where technology is going to go. I just know it's going to be way further than what I think it's going to be.
Tony Lugafet. I am connected to Phase 2 on the sales side, on the business development side. Tons of technologies. Probably the most advanced technology is the cell phone and the ability to do everything mobile. I think technology is going to dominate the marketplace in 10 years, without a doubt.
Luke Parrish, and I am Danielle Williams' boyfriend. Computer programs, so After Effects, and mostly the Adobe suite. It's probably going to be most of my day-to-day activities, like probably 90%, I'd assume.
I know JoJo Franklin through my wife. Well, I'm a teacher, middle school, so we have one-to-one, we have iPads, and pretty much it's changed teaching in a really big way. Well, I think virtual reality is going to be the thing. It's going to be like what Facebook is now, what social media is now. Virtual reality is going to be what everyone's doing at home and maybe even in school.
I'm Tammy Engel, and I'm the Office and Accounting Manager for Phase 2, and I've been there for almost 11 years.
I'm Laura Costers, and I'm connected to Phase 2 because of Tammy.
Probably my cell phone.
Cell phone, yeah?
My iPhone. I don't go anywhere without it, and it's how I stay connected to the office because I'm not in my seat at my desk all the time. So I'm always accessible because I always have my phone, so they can always reach me. We're probably going to be flying cars.
You think so?
Teleporting. So, people won't have to travel for business meetings because you'll just teleport.
Just teleport,
there.
yeah.
Or you'll be a hologram. We're already doing
that,
so
exactly.
it's only going to advance.
I think it's going to change the way our kids are raised.
Yeah.
I think that they're going to be a lot more savvy than we are. And
For sure.
They already are.
A lot more fun than the average company, and I'm glad to be here. I think we're going to be able to have self-driving cars. That's a given. We're going to be able to buy things with our brain. I don't really know exactly what to expect, but I do know we're going to have a lot of good and some bad.
We're employees.
Yeah, I'm Nick Lindley. I just started Phase 2 a couple weeks ago.
Oh, congrats.
I'm Stuart Williamson, and I started about a year ago. Technology. I was just talking to Stuart about being influenced a lot by ML style languages, which probably doesn't mean anything to anybody watching the video.
Right.
Maybe in the future it will.
Maybe, yeah.
It might be very common, yeah.
Hopefully we'll be employed.
Yeah, hopefully we will. And hopefully we don't have to write as much code.
Friends with Tony Lugafett. We do a little bit of business collaboration together. It's impacted my whole life. I started in cellular sales back in the old analog days when a phone came in a briefcase. Times have changed. Sold phone and internet here in the Oklahoma City area, and now I sell data center space. 10 years from now, I think there will be some type of outpatient surgery where your phone is chipped into your brain. So we're not going to have to carry that thing anymore. I don't know how they're going to work out the charging piece of that. You know, internet's going to be even more, what do you want to say? We're going to be more dependent on it than we are now.
My name is Tim Gorley. I'm a developer with Phase 2.
Lori Gorley, and I'm married to Tim.
Just about everything from web-based technologies like JavaScript changes to virtual reality even.
Everything from mobile apps to the evolution of Linux operating system.
I think we're going to see a lot more automation of day-to-day activities we have. Like self-driving cars, for example. It's going to be a big deal. Virtual reality is going to kind of take off to where more content, not just in games, but in just bringing people together day-to-day is going to be a big deal.
What do you think about augmented reality? How do you think that might be implemented in the future?
I think that that's going to have a big place, not just in games and whatnot, but just like from things like Docker's working on things like using augmented reality to just general professionals dealing with stuff that they can kind of model and think about outside the box, in a way that they just can't do right now.
It's like augmented reality. I think we're going to see a lot more educational use as far as in schools. I think that there'll be a lot more opportunities for use in biology, chemistry, and just being able to try stuff out with that.
I'm Stacy Williams. I'm connected to Phase 2. My daughter works at Phase 2. Technology has become the forefront of my day-to-day experience. I'm an educator, I'm a principal, and education has changed, and everything is driven by technology, from a chalkboard to now a whiteboard that's interactive, to the computers that students use every single day. I think it will globally change how education happens. I think that it will become a one-on-one. I think it'll be customized. I think it'll be personalized.
We both do OK Coders, which is a teaching organization, and Phase 2 has helped out with us with providing things for our students. Entertainment, it impacts how I eat, it impacts how I get to work, it impacts everything.
It's going to say in 10 years you'll be able to pay for stuff with just your pupils, but you can already do that. So everything's moving too fast for me anyway.
Hi, I'm Danielle Williams. I'm Amber McClanahan, and I'm the photographer for the event. Feed technology is everything from the Adobe Suite, Premiere Pro, making all the videos that you see here at this event. Recruiting, it automates all of our processes.
Overall, it just makes life easier.
Software changes every year, much less every 10 years, so it's going to be a whole new ballgame by that point.
My name is Michael McCormick. I go by Mac, and I'm connected with Phase 2. I've been here 2 weeks.
All right.
Yeah. Technology, the good thing is you don't have to work too hard, because technology does most of your stuff. You have to think hard, so that's good. And I made Phase 2, they give you all the tools, just kind of unleash your brain and be creative. So in 10 years, oh gosh.
10 years, what do you think?
So I see my 12-year-old, he wants to do VR a lot, and so I pretty much think we're going to get jacked into the Matrix at some point, probably within the next 10 to 15 years. And if not that, then just VR or augmented reality will really be the way of the future.
Hello, my name is Cameron Pack. I'm connected to Phase 2 by my brother Alex Pack. He's a videographer here. Digital technology, it's literally everything. I wake up, my calendar has all my events listed. I am I don't know, I have everything through digital. So, example, we use our phones. I use my phone primarily as a tool, not really as a distraction, but it helps me with my to-do list. Everything that I need to get done for that day is on my phone. In 10 years, I don't know. I don't know. I know we're getting into sort of technology where things are automated.
Yeah.
The Internet of Things. So at work, where I work at Life Church and IT, so once it starts, like once it hits 12, so lunchtime, the lights will dim to a different color. So we all wake up and we're like, oh my gosh, we need food. And then at 1 o'clock, it'll dim back to the original color, saying, hey, get back to work. Like very subconsciously, but like it works.
Hi, I'm Jacob Williams. My sister works at Phase 2, Danielle Williams. It's a necessity for life nowadays. 20 years ago, you didn't have to, but everyone has one of these. You can't live without them now, even if you wouldn't want to.
Yeah.
I mean, all my classwork is through D2L and online. Technology is going to be important in the solutions to the problems that it's going to help create solutions to any of the problems that we have in the future.
My name is James Duncan, and I'm not connected to Phase 2, but I'm here to tell you that in 10 years, we will be about 10 or 15 years away from AI taking over the world and wiping out all humans. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we're about 25 years away from our own demise.
Hi, I'm James Bost. I've known Heath and Mark and the guys at Phase 2 for a very long time, almost since the beginning. And I've always been impressed with them because they're always on the cutting edge. Who could have predicted 15 years ago that I would have to have this? That it's not a phone, it's not a camera, it's not a calculator, it's a connection to the world. And it's all of those things in one. So 10 years from now, whatever is new advances, I have no doubt that Phase 2 will be a part of that development. I have no doubt that Phase 2 will have a huge presence in Oklahoma City. Allison and her team will have a huge presence in Houston, Texas as well, and probably everything in between. So the way I feel about Phase 2, the future's unlimited. They will help shape it, and that's exciting. So if I'm alive 10 years from now, I can't wait to see how this prediction came true.
Great party and happy anniversary when you watch this on your 30th, 10 years from now.
I would say it's a fantastic place to work, and that I hope it's here, for the time capsule, and that, a lot of the people are still here. It speaks a lot about an organization when people have stuck around for so long, and I think, it's well deserved that they've made it through 20 years.
Yeah, and I'll echo what he said, and not only that the employees stick around so long, but the clients stick around.
I think it's a great time. I think it's a great way to celebrate 20 years, and I look forward to celebrating again in the next 10 to 20 years.
I love his party tonight. I love how it played out.
I'm just really excited and happy to be a part of this journey. Like I said, I've been here for 11 years. I've seen it go through some ups and downs, and I'm looking forward to see what the future holds.
Congratulations, Phase 2, 20 years.
20 years, that's an amazing thing for any company to make it that long. Based on what I've seen you guys do, incredible. What you guys do is incredible. Hope to be here in another 20 years for the 40-year anniversary.
Phase 2, I just want to say that your company seems really awesome. I don't know much about it, so I'm definitely going to go around here and learn more, meet some people. But one day, please invite me over. I'd love to come see the office, come chat to people, and just learn.
Party rocks, guys!
I think it's pretty well put together. I was quite impressed when I got here.
All the drinks, they've been amazing. All the food's been awesome, and just appreciate the invitation.
Hey, congratulations, you guys. I hope Drakeville takes off, and I hope Phase 2 continues to grow like it always has. Thank you again. Wonderful party.
You couldn't ask for a better party, a better group, a better atmosphere. Danielle and Tammy just did a fantastic job, and everyone within Phase 2 is super proud of this party.
Really outdone yourself, Phase 2. It's going to be hard to top this one.
Those are amazing parties. You've set an incredible precedent. I look forward to seeing how it goes this year.
Thanks for hiring me. This is, you guys are all about servant leadership. You're about loving other people and doing quality work, and I am blessed to be just a part of it, and I couldn't ask for anything better. Fantastic. Good job. Congratulations, Phase 2. 20 cheers to 20 years.
Cheers to 20 years.
Cheers to 20 years.
Hey, cheers to 20 years. Cheers.
Cheers to 20 years. Cheers to 20 years.
Cheers to 20 years.
cheers to 20 years.
Cheers.